Like that, that's lovely. Now we've got a GMTV exclusive for you now. Rona Williams is truly lucky to be alive after her car was shunted sideways along the A1 at almost 60 miles an hour by a lorry. The driver apparently unaware that her car was even there. Now Rona, who's a vet, I'm pleased to say, is alive and well and able to talk to us this morning. Rona, how on earth are you?
Hi, Kate. I'm well today, thank you. Yeah.
Any repercussions at all from your ordeal? Any sort of bruises or soreness?
No physical injuries, but I'm definitely much more scared to go driving down the motorway now.
Should think you are. Well, somebody was watching over you, weren't they? Because that was extraordinary looking at that footage. So what happened then? Talk us through it. How did you end up wedged at the front of a lorry?
I was taking my usual route to work. I work over in Leeds, and I have to go down the A1, M1 link for a short period. The lorry I had spotted, it was in the lane next to me, and we both were going along quite happily, and then next thing I know, my car's been spun 90 degrees and actually stuck to the front of the cab, being pushed down completely out of control.
Absolutely terrifying. I mean, I don't know if you've been able to watch the footage yet. Have you been able to see the footage? Watch it back? Because it was filmed, wasn't it, by somebody in one of the cars passing, just miraculously.
Yeah, it's amazing. I haven't actually sat and watched the whole thing through. It's not something I ever want to do, but I've seen the first part, and you know, just unbelievable that someone had the presence of mind to do that, and it's found its way around the world, really.
Sorry, Rona, when we all saw it, we all thought, why on earth didn't he stop? I mean, what was going through your mind?
Exactly the same thing. Why on earth didn't he stop? How can you not notice there's a car stuck to the front of your cab? I've no idea to this day how it happened. It is all going to be investigated, and we will get some answers, but just terrifying, absolutely terrifying.
So you're there in the car, sideways, being shunted along. What did you do? I mean, did you just sit there frozen? What did you do?
Screamed for a bit, flashed my lights, beat my horn, pulled my handbrake on, like that was going to do anything at all. But and then obviously realised, look, nobody knows I'm here. That was my biggest fear. So I just reached out and got my phone out of my handbag and dialed 999 to try and just to tell somebody what was going on and try and get myself some help, because I was desperate at that point.
What did they say to you? I guess they were pretty shocked as well.
I don't think she knew what I was talking about to start with, and I could tell her exactly where I was on the motorway, which I think helped, and just asked them to send some police patrol cars to, you know, get some blue lights out there and get the cab driver to notice what on earth was going on, so that hopefully we could get out of the whole ordeal of we were just going straight along as if nothing had happened.
Yeah. Well, I know you've apologised for not using your hands-free on the mobile phone, but I think in the circumstances you can probably be forgiven. So you're there, you're on the phone trying to get help. How did you get out of it then? How did it all come to an end? Thankfully a happy one.
It did. Obviously, the driver must have realised. I think cars in front were trying to point out what was going on. I did see some people with their hazards on in front of us, and so he must have realised we had a crazy, horrible veering across the carriageways moment, heading for the crash barrier, which I think was the worst point of it all, because if we hadn't stopped, then I would have been crushed. And then managed to get both of us safely onto the hard shoulder, and then literally backed the cab off my car.
Well, thank goodness that it all came out well. I know the lorry driver as well wasn't injured, or I'm sure you're both very, very shocked. Listen, I'm sure it'll take you a while before you get your confidence back driving on the motorway, but good luck. Thank goodness it all came out OK in the end. Thanks very much indeed, Rona. Thank you. And if you are as gripped as I can imagine anybody would be looking at those pictures, you can watch more of Rona's terrifying ordeal on the website, GM.TV. It's extraordinary. Thank goodness she came out OK.
Can't quite believe it, can you?
No, you just can't. You just can't.
One of those amazing things.